Hey, everybody. All right, hold on a second. John, shut your internet off. John! John! Shut it off. Now. Shut the door. Love you. No, I don't want her in here. Go. Hey, oh, did I change it? Okay, hey, everybody. How are you guys? Hope you're good. Let me get up my stuff pulled up here. All right, how are you guys? Hope everybody had a good night, good day, depending on where you are. All right, so we got a few things to talk about today. First thing I'm going to pull up. Is some interesting tweets from guess who? Mr. SF himself. Hey, Steeler Suzanne. Okay, you guys, so. Oh, Gloria P, thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. You're awesome. All right, so let me pull up these tweets, okay? You guys know that he was in here yesterday. So, check this out. I found this really interesting. Now, I gotta find it. I took a picture of a few of them. Nope, that ain't it. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, that's... Gosh. It's one of these with SF. Hold on. Okay. Can you guys all see my screen okay? Oh, wait a minute. Let me... Hold on a second, you guys. All right. So, that video that everybody that is going around that this guy himself put out there, right? Everybody was saying, "Oh my God, there's the car, 1233. It went in the lake." That's the last time her phone pinged. Now look at this that he puts out. I believe the 1233 car does not go in the water, but goes out of line of sight of the camera because it is at the party area at Oil Pan Hill, and the trees and slope block the camera from seeing the headlights, giving the illusion it's slowly sinking, but really it's going behind the hill. Did I not say that, you guys? Did I not say that same thing? But isn't that pretty interesting that after he put that video out, right? And he used the headline, "Okay, now everybody can leave the friends and family alone, and this was an accident." Then he puts out this. And everybody was talking about the car at 1233 going into the lake. So, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Oh man, you guys, and I went over that video so many more times today. Oh, speaking of that, yeah, he flipped. But I think I have another one where he's saying that he thinks another car goes into the lake at 12:51. So, you know, I don't know about, I don't know, but okay, so check this out. All right. Oh, okay, I'll get into that in a minute. Hold on, where's 3? Okay. So he put these out. He's saying that the camera, which is over here. Oh, and speaking of, just so we are clear here, that the footage that he put out, he said, and I will have to go and get it. I just seen it and I thought I saved it, but I didn't. That he was using the NV Energy cameras, which are the same cameras that I was using yesterday. Okay, so now he's saying the camera view. He's saying that another party happened here on the Panhandle. We weren't told that. Nobody ever said that there was another party going on over here. But he's saying the car her car was recovered from here. He's saying the neighborhood is over here. So from this angle, he's saying, which doesn't make any sense to me, that this blocks the view of the 1251 car that he says goes into the water. So I'm super confused on that. Okay. Now, some pretty interesting things happened today, you guys. I mean, kind of crazy. So, let me pull this up. So, I was on the Alert California, right? The cameras, Alder Hill, gone. All shut off, right? You know, and I honestly believe it's because they didn't want anybody. Listen, the video was released that was released for a reason, right? They wanted that released. But now that we're all looking into it, they shut them down. I'm saying. Hold on, where's the other one? I took more just to show you. Okay, here's the Tahoe Donner. All those cameras have been shut off as well. They're gone. Gone. Nothing. They're all shut down. Is that freaking crazy? They shut down every camera in the area, guys. Not even just the ones we were looking at. Not even just the ones you took. They took down all the surrounding cameras. Not took them down, but shut them off. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that insane? What are they really afraid of here? You know, somebody's ass is being covered here. Okay, now, look, I took this picture just to show you. So I went to Baldwin Lake. Look at all the cameras that are on. This is what it's supposed to look like. And in the areas around Prosser and Tahoe, nothing. Empty. So, I'm just saying. Okay. All right, now, hold on. Let me... Oh, I saw this the other day. This is way off subject, but before I forget, I'm going to throw it out there. So, you know that picture of Kiely in the flannel looks like, you know, that says sleepy in the back or wherever it is taken. You guys know what picture I'm talking about, right? And nobody could decide what they thought about it. The picture that I said was, I thought, in the back of the CRV. Okay. Look at this picture. Okay. You remember the flannel, because a lot of people were like, oh, it looks like it was put on her. It doesn't look like she's wearing it. To me, it looked like she was wearing it. But remember this video that came out with Sammy, and she was holding this girl by her hair? Look at the flannel. It's the same damn flannel. The same exact one that Kiely was wearing in that picture. So it belongs to Sammy. Same one. Look, guys. Same flannel, same coloring. It's the same exact shirt. What do you guys think about that? Okay, now let me pull up these pictures that I took of this freaking thing. Okay. Now, I'm not going to talk about this forever. I did this yesterday. I said what I said about it, and I stand by what I said. But oh shit, I'm trying to blow it up over here. All right. So again, this was the car that everybody was claiming drove in here, right? Now, I just happened to, I was going, like, I kept pausing it every second going through this video earlier. And at 3:09, you can clearly see the two headlights without the glare pointing directly this way. You know what I'm saying? And then, it's a picture. But, and then and then a big flare of light comes and it goes right here, right in front of this line of trees, right where I said. And now SF is saying the same thing, that this car did not go into the lake after he put that out. So, I don't know, you guys. I don't know what we're supposed to take from that. And you know something else about those cameras? Funny how it captured what they want us to think is cars going into the lake, right? Or a car, I'm sorry. But it didn't capture when her car was getting pulled out of the lake. Pretty interesting. I'm just saying. All right, so let's talk about this Nate Hembrick. First, I want to give a shout out to Squirrel Girl. She was putting these out last night, and I found them pretty interesting. So let's talk about Robert Hembrick is a partner at Allotrope Partners, a merchant bank primarily focused on making and nurturing small direct investments in development platforms and projects in the low carbon and resource efficiency space. He is presently deeply involved in developing solutions that promote sustainable forest management and address California's forest fire crisis. Mr. Hembrecht has been deeply involved in the emerging clean tech business community as an investor and investment banker for many years. Mr. Hembrecht has served over the years on the boards of directors of a number of public and private companies, as well as a number of environmental nonprofit organizations. He is presently on the board and treasurer of the Institute for Transportation and Development Policy. So, pretty powerful guy, right? But works for forest fire management. Are you going to tell me that he would not have access to certain cameras, should I say? You know? It's pretty crazy. Let's do it. see a little bit more about this guy. There he is. That's Nate's dad. ADK Lassie. Grandpa helped with Google, Adobe, Overstock. He's in the club. Yeah. All right, let's find it. Hold on. Oh, where is it? Hold on, you guys. I got too much stuff here. Why don't I see it? Hold on a second. This is important. Oh, right here. Okay. Okay. Here is Nate's grandfather and Nate's grandmother standing here with Nancy Pelosi. Probably one of the most evil women in the world. If you could just throw Hillary Clinton in here, it'd be, perfect. But remember, we asked how deep the well went? Well goes pretty deep, I would say. It's so insane. And people wonder why nobody is coming forward to say anything. We wonder why. You know? I mean, it's it's insane. And it would just go to make sense that, it would make sense as to why nobody wants to come forward. Oh yeah, he's big. He's founder and CEO of some big investment bank. We're talking money, money, money. We're talking money, money. So, ADK Lassie said Grandpa hosted the Clintons at their house for a fundraiser. Oh, perfect. Now we know they're super shady. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I get it. I mean, I get why nobody wants to say anything. I get why, like the locals and shit are afraid to come forward. But you know what? I mean, that's crazy. It makes you wonder. Really. All right. Yeah, apparently there are 3,448 millionaires that live in Truckee. That's a lot of millionaires in one small little place, isn't it, you guys? That's a lot of money in that area. That's why they want to protect that area. That's why they have the shit that they have. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, sorry, guys. All right. All right. So, the Truckee Way. Okay. Many governmental agencies have mission or value statements. Few actually use them once they're created. Only a very few actually apply them on a daily basis. Truckee is one of the few, an accomplishment of which it can be justifiably proud. In the 25 years since the voters of Truckee brought the town to life, a set of operating principles known... Oh, gosh. Sorry, just dropped my freaking mic fall off the thing. As the Truckee Way has evolved. It is against these principles that the town measures the effectiveness of its operations and evaluates success or failure in dealing with the everyday issues and challenges. The Truckee mission statement can be summarized as, creating the best future for our community requires the highest level of public service every day. We will accomplish that in partnership with the town's citizens and our fellow governmental agencies. We will treat everyone in their point of view with respect, courtesy, and fairness. We will approach issues with creativity and innovation. We will conduct ourselves and the town's business according to high ethical standards. Yeah. We will encourage the free exchange of ideas and information by open and honest communication. We believe that non-adversarial dispute resolution result in effective community and employee involvement in the town and its future. Mission statements are, of course, much easier to write than to apply on a daily basis. Implementing and embedding them as organizational values is the overriding challenge. Doing so often proves impossible for some governmental organizations. Why has Truckee, at least so far, succeeded where many have failed? Some, but certainly not all, of the reasons are... Yeah. This is a freaking cult, you guys. This is a huge-ass cult. And you know what? That's exactly what it is. I mean, it's insane, this stuff. Would you ever live somewhere, right, where you got handed this and they were like, here, you have to, like, sign this or live by this? I'd be like, okay, see you later. It's crazy. Okay. Sense of place. The town and the community it serves are united in the desire to protect and preserve the historic downtown as the heart and soul of a special place. They are equally united in the desire to preserve and protect the environment and quality of life, which takes Truckee an attractive place to live and visit. These shared values shape and frequently control the establishment of town policies and their related actions. Clear priorities. When the town incorporated, the voters made it clear that they desired a different approach to roads, law enforcement, and land use planning. A lot of hard work and an expanding economic base has created an organization and community which believes it can accomplish what it sets out to do. You know what, you guys, honestly, after this case, community, that word, it just makes me, like, cringe. I cannot stand it. Establishing clear priorities continues today, with annual council workshops and an aggressive ongoing community outreach and communication effort. Aggressive. No surprises. Everyone working for the town is committed to a no surprises policy. An early warning of potential problems or upcoming crisis is mandatory. What in the hell, you guys, right? Community outreach and involvement. Although it may be a cliche to some, the town views itself as part of a larger family which makes up the community. Beyond the customary town duties, when a significant community concern exists, the town believes its role is to reach out and actively engage all parts of the community in considering and, if possible, dealing successfully with that concern using the techniques that are outlined below. Exactly what concerns may arise in the future and the ability of the town to assist in resolving them cannot be known or predicted. It is the commitment to do so whenever the need arises that distinguishes Truckee. All governmental agencies have a decision-making style ranging from, hold on, I gotta get my other picture. Autocrat to paralysis by analysis. The Truckee way largely uses a decision-making process modeled on the book Getting to Yes by Roger Fisher and William Ury of the Harvard Negotiation Project. That is weird in itself, you guys. This is so weird. Truckee's adaptation of those principles means the typical decision-making protocols on significant issues go something like this. An individual or team is created to research the issue, develop an understanding of it, and see if other organizations have or are currently facing the same issues. Once the boundaries of the issue have been determined, the likely interested parties are identified and contact is made to determine their point of view and interest in seeking solutions. If town council approval is legally required before a decision can be made, the town council is briefed on the issue, and approval is sought to begin an issue resolution process. At that point, a decision is made whether the issue is or should be a priority, to which town resources should be devoted, and what the impact of the decision will be on other already established priorities. All right, when the issue resolution process is begun, the participants must agree to. Now, this is important. Isn't this crazy, though? I mean, what kind of sick freaks are these people? You know what I mean? What kind of lunatic is going to want to live here? This is crazy. All right. Separate the people from the problem. No personal attacks or assignment of blame. Which is why, you guys, nobody in that town is pointing fingers at the teens. Nobody in that town is pointing fingers at anybody. Nobody is saying a damn word because you can't say anything bad about somebody else. No assignment of blame, right? What does that mean? It's written in their thing. No personal attacks or assignment of blame. So nobody gets blamed for anything that they do? Is that what this is saying? I mean, that's crazy. No, and you wonder why this, that not for nothing, but this Megan woman came out and was defending everything that these kids did. Remember? She was like, oh, it's ingrained in their DNA. Like, Truckee's a weird place. We're in our bubble. And, I mean, that's crazy. This is crazy. I mean, it's like, no wonder the cops can go around having freaking, sexual relationships with minors, and, that kids can go to school and, do all these bad things and never be removed from the school, and all these kids can do whatever the hell they want, and nobody does anything about it. You almost wonder, I mean, really, what are the freaking parents like in this place? It's like, do whatever, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. It's sickening. What the heck, you got? I mean, it makes me so angry. I gotta stop because I get so mad. I mean, it's crazy, and they're all doing this, and it's like, it's like, who cares that Kiely doesn't get justice? Who cares that she lost her life? And, let's just protect these kids because they're our future, and it's money, and, it's crazy. And that's probably why all the parents told all their kids to shut up and don't talk, because all these people who higher ups, like Nate's dad and Nate's dad's parents, and, all this shit, it's crazy. But just because of money, this girl's death doesn't get solved? Nobody has to pay for it? That's crazy. I think that's bullshit. It shouldn't matter how much money or power you have. You know, a girl is dead. That's what matters. And we're, you know, it's just sickening. It makes me so mad. Yeah, they literally teach these kids. And that's why I think Megan was saying, she was like, it's grained in you. You know, they're born together. You're raised together. Like, you take these packs, you know. And now tell me, I'll finish this, but, you know, tell me that Lindsay and them all doing that middle finger at her celebration, tell me that did not have something to do with the Truckee Way pack that all these freaking people took. I mean, yeah, it's just crazy. Okay, sorry. I was trying to look at the chat. Okay, focus. Okay, so separate the people from the problem. Okay, yep, that's exactly what they did, right? It's exactly what they did. Focus on the interests of those involved, not positions they may have taken. The process will not have a win or lose outcome. Well, hell. It's like it's like good thing. I mean, these are not normal people, you guys. This is not normal. This is like a evil, dark town. You know, that's what it is. It's just like a town full of evil and darkness and bullshit and lies and corruption and every other damn thing. That's why they took the cameras down, because we were all looking into them. You know, not only did they take the two cameras down, they took them down. I'm sorry, I keep saying that, but shut them off, or at least made them so nobody could see them. I mean, nobody could access them. Why? You know, I mean, what are you guys hiding in that freaking town of yours? I can't. Okay. Okay, so focus on the interests of those involved, not positions they may have taken. The process will not have a win-lose outcome. Invent options for mutual gain. Invent options for mutual gain. Initially, nothing is off the table or will not be considered. Invent options for mutual gain. Isn't that exactly what they did here? Isn't that exactly what pulling that video out does? Or isn't that what they tried to do? Invent an option for mutual gain so everybody would stop looking at them and they could go on with their life? I'm just saying. Use objective criteria to create and measure potential options and solutions. Emotions and previous baggage must be left at the door for the process to succeed. So it's like, lady, your daughter died? Sorry, let that shit go, and you got to do what we say now. You know, you guys remember, no, and I'm not saying, when I say this, do not take it the wrong way, because I think her mom is into some dark shit herself. But even if she wanted to, she couldn't come out and say anything against what is going on. Even if she wanted to, that wouldn't be an option. And I think that's why her dad is not saying anything, because he knows the people that are involved. He knows how far up it goes. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I gotta stop saying that. So he knows how far up it goes. So he doesn't want to come out and speak out against it. I still think that's super weird, you guys, with the target for the camera I was on last night. You guys remember what the thing was, what the degrees was? 3333. Just saying. Okay. Use we just did that. Seek first to understand, then speak to be understood. Listen actively, communicate openly and transparently. Solutions are built upon establishing trust and working relationships between interested and sometimes hostile participants. Sometimes hostile participants. You guys, I mean, not for nothing, but we know the town was built by Freemasons. We know they have the 2 Masonic lodges there. We know there's people whose pockets run real deep living there. We know some of their offspring may have been involved, and this is why nobody will talk. This is why nobody will go to outside sources. This is why nobody will say anything, and this is why they're going to stop this girl from getting justice, and that is just not right, you guys. That is not right. As with any dispute resolution mechanism, applying these principles does not always work. It is, however, to be generally preferred over the other alternatives available to the town. Well, what are the other alternatives? Applying these principles does not always work. It is, however, to be generally preferred over the other alternatives available to the town. So what is that, like death? You know what I mean, what is that? What's the other alternative? If I don't do what you say, you're going to kill me? Is that because, yeah, it's probably a better option than that. That's how people are looking at it. Applying the Truckee way is not easy and requires constant commitment and effort. The rewards to date for both the town and the community have proven well worth the cost. The purpose of this memo is to keep the memory and techniques of that success alive for future council members, commissioners, and town employees. You know who they're talking about? Their children. That is ridiculous. This is one big, giant, money, power fueled cult. And that's what it is. But that's my opinion. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? This is crazy. Yes, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Oh, our 22 cents is in here. What's up? How are you? If you guys didn't go check out their channel, his channel, go over and check that channel out. They do a lot of interesting stuff over there. Definitely, and I've been saying that for a long time, that this is a big ass cult community. But you know, when you think of how deep it goes, you know, when your grandparents hang out with Nancy Pelosi and all these not good people, that's a whole nother world. That's a whole nother level of darkness, you know? Yep, I call BS. That's true. I know. It's crazy. But I mean, you know, you gotta say this. This is how I feel. When I found out the cameras were off, my first thing was, well, they don't want us looking into this. That's why they took them down. There's stuff on there they don't want us to find. Like, they were fine releasing the one that got released, right? Because that was the plan. They wanted to release that. But now people are going and looking and digging that shit up. They don't want that. I think that's so crazy that they did that, you guys. Sorry, I'm looking. Now, you know, that's what everybody keeps saying. Everybody who's calling this an accident, that's what they keep saying. Well, she was drunk. She was drunk. She was drunk. It's like, you have no knowledge that she was drunk. We only think she was drunk because Sammy said she was drunk. You know, that's it. So anybody who's saying that, you know, you're just speculating yourself because you don't know that. You don't know that she drank anything. You know, I have still to this day, and I said this yesterday, I have still to this day seen zero evidence that Kiely was ever at a party. And like I said yesterday, the only reason that they would have to fake that photo, that security camera photo, is because they wanted us to think that she was in that area at that time, right? They claim that it came from Truckee River RV Park. There is a camera right out front. So show me that camera. Show us the freaking footage from that camera of her going into the store. You know, why is that the only photo? Why didn't a video come out? Because it was fake. Because it was bullshit. In my opinion, just like everything else that has come out. You know, we're being told what to believe. We are being told the narrative that they want us to follow. Here, babe. Love you. And it's just crazy. And I will say this again. There is something wrong with this picture. Sammy and Lindsay are way too close for comfort. Especially, and I'm not saying like that. I'm especially given the scenario and given the case and given how everything went, right? This is unnatural. No mother would be doing that. I would have strangled her probably, you know. But it's the Truckee way. Never say anything bad about freaking never place any blame. It's the most ridiculous thing. It's why cops can do whatever the hell they want. Why everybody runs around Truckee like, you know, like it don't matter. It's nuts. I've never heard. Have you ever heard of such a thing, you guys? Oops. I mean, that's just crazy. That doesn't even... What do you guys think, though? A photo. Yeah, that's super weird. Ed Zachary. That is the strangest thing I've ever seen. I never thought she was... I always thought she was 18. So, are you guys feeling any differently about that video? I mean, don't you think it's super weird that freaking SF came out and today and or was like, yeah, that's not her, or he goes, that car's not going in the water. It's going behind the tree line. After he's the one who put that shit out, talking about, oh my God, there's her car going in the lake. What do you guys think? Have you guys looked at it anymore? Have you thought anything else about it? I mean, you guys, these are weird people. So it would not surprise me. That's why, Jagger was doing what he was doing with everybody he was doing it with, I believe. Yeah, I guess Judy Ron turned the video in or turned it over to the FBI. So, I mean, they should be able to tell that, what's what. If we're all on the up and up here, but listen, if pockets go as deep as you say, if pockets go as deep as they appear to, then I don't even think the FBI will release anything, honestly. Oh, sugar, me neither. I don't either. I don't trust him at all. But I think he was like, yeah, there people are not buying, like, people, I mean, a lot of people did, but not everybody was buying that picture or that video. Um this is a screenshot I took this morning because it was making me really mad, you know. So for 1 second at 3:09, you can pause that video and clearly see one headlight, two headlights without the big round, ball of light. Um, but and I was like, oh shit. So I took a screenshot of it, and you can clearly see that those freaking headlights are pointing this way, right? Not that way. Not that way. And if you keep going, it just goes like this. The car. It's crazy, And then he come out today and was like, yeah, that car, because this is the 1233 car that everyone was like, oh my God, that's her. That's the last phone ping. That's proof. Bullshit. That's bull. And then you got to spend your time freaking going through and doing all this. It's crazy. But and I said this yesterday. I'm not faulting anybody that looked at the video and was like, okay, well, I guess that gives us an answer. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. I don't fault anybody because I believe that there was a lot of people invested in this case, and there's a lot of people that, nothing in this case makes sense. So there was a lot of people, I'm sorry, there was a lot of people that were just looking for an answer, right? Just wanted to know. So when the video came out and the title was, "This is Kiely's car going into the lake," then everybody was like, oh my gosh, finally an answer. Finally something. And and I think that's what happened. I think so many people were just wanting to cling on to something. And that's what there you go. They were Oracle Goddess card. Yes, those. Actually, I have a picture of those. But do you guys, before I go off this, do you guys see what I'm saying? Because I I just, want to try to help people that don't understand or didn't see. So I was like, here is a clear shot of them pointing at us. So I just wanted to point that out because I know a lot of you, yes, Namastella, exactly what I'm saying. Yes, you guys, please get that thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay. I'll pull that picture up, actually, of those cards that I have. Oh, my gosh. All right, I got to go in and get them. You guys got to give me a minute. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. All right. Let me find them cards. Okay, guys. So here's here's a picture of Kiely and these other girls at the Lost Trail Lodge. And they have this little altar here with, like, I don't know, moss and deer antlers and some kind of herbs and stuff over here. But they're all holding Goddess of Knowledge cards, right? Now let me pull up the other picture. There they all are. There's the cards. And you know what's crazy is Kiely's card actually means that she is of the light. Like, it is a of the light card, and she's supposed to bring light to the darkness. So she was supposed to bring light to this world of darkness that she lived in. I mean, it's so crazy. And then she's the one that ends up getting snuffed. They killed her. In my opinion, allegedly. Got to put that in there. But, I mean, it's insane. So, yeah, SF put out another tweet today that said that the FBI has her phone. It was in her car. Do you guys believe the FBI has the phone? If you believe the FBI has the phone, drop a 1 in the chat. Okay, now, you know what I said in the beginning? I said when they found that bodysuit on the road between Boca and Prosser, they found the bodysuit, and then they also found a black Samsung phone. You know what I said when I first heard that? And they said it was not her phone? I go, that was probably her phone. Probably was. I mean, it's It's like, who else lost a phone in a bodysuit that night? Or, according to y'all's story, that she was wearing a bodysuit and had a phone. You find a bodysuit and you find a phone, but none of it's hers. I mean, it's just crazy. And that Megan lady pretty much came out and said that and admitted that that was her bodysuit the other day. She was like, and people just wanted to dismiss it, like the bodysuit and the laptop. I'm like, yeah, I knew it. I knew that was her bodysuit. But of course, Sammy told everybody, nope, it's not. And everybody just said, okay, it's not. All right, 22 cents. I know. Well, everybody said she had a white iPhone. Or, no, not a white iPhone. Everybody said she had an iPhone. I'm just saying. How do we know? We've been told everything we've learned, it's been from Sammy. And she's not the most reliable source. That's what I'm saying. So her phone very well could have been in her car. But I don't know. You guys, honestly, it's so hard to believe anything at this point. Shelly Hall, thank you. We try. And that's the problem, And then when we found out that Nevada County coroner kicks it back over to Placer County, you're like, Placer County. You're like, oh shit, all hope just flew out the window. I thought that too. I said to myself, I wonder if Check It has the freaking phone. Because remember, he put out a thing the other day, and he's like, how many people think I should go look for the phone? I really think it's still in the lake. I go, if he comes out with that phone, oh man. Lisa had a copy of what? Oh, sorry guys, I was trying to read my chat, but yeah, that Check It is so freaking shady. And do you know what I said? That first night, right, when he came out and did his first live after he found the laptop, he was crying and he was like all upset and like emotional. And I was like, this is weird. And, well, Chad's actually the first one. He goes, what is with this guy? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe he's just a real emotional guy. And then the more I went into it, I'm like, I wonder if he was crying because he freaking knows exactly what happened to her. Like, that's why he was crying. He was getting wasted. He was slamming back them beers. Oh, no. Yeah, dude, there was something shady about him. I do not trust that guy. There's something about him that oh man. But I think a lot of super shady characters, and I told y'all this yesterday. I think everybody that has come out. You know what? Who said? Oh my gosh, somebody said something earlier. Um, about somebody. I don't know if it was a comment. I think it was a comment, but They said something about people in this case. And I was like, oh, they were talking about the person who called in, or the person who said that they saw lights go into the lake, right? And I'm like, you know what? I go, Jane Doe 1 came out, said she was at the party. We went through we went through all her words, full of it. Liar. You know what I'm saying? You could tell. Sorry. I got to stop saying that. I say that a lot. Jane Doe 2, full of it. These chicks made no sense in what they said. It's like they were told to say something and then they sounded so dumb, right? So I didn't believe a word that either one of them said. And then you had SF, who inserted himself and was somehow knew the family and was all up and in that situation. And then you got Check It, who came in, who happened to find the laptop, who knew the grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Who knew the grandfather. I think SF, if I'm not mistaken, SF connected Check It with the grandfather. But everybody has been sketchy. Yeah, they need to bring somebody in. Our 22 cents. They need to bring somebody else from the outside in. I would say New York, but I mean, hey. We all got shady people up and off, up in, you know, up. Yeah, everybody has just been so questionable. So, and then Megan came out, and listen, you guys were all like, I couldn't see the chat at the time, right? So I'm talking about her, and just not really about her, more about the story she was telling, right? And that's, you guys know that. I wasn't being rude or mean. I was just saying that the story she was telling did not sound true, and it sounded like she was being told what to say, right? That's pretty much all that I said. Well, one of my mods was like, "Oh my gosh, she's in here. She's in the chat. She's talking." And I'm like, "What?" So, Chad comes up and he's like, "Yeah, she's in the chat and you're talking about her." I'm like, "Well," I go, "Hey." I go, "Hey, Megan." I go, "If you're in the chat," I said, "I'll be willing to talk to you, but, you know, it's not going to be like the other interviews she had. You know, I mean, I got some hard questions and, you know, I need some straight up answers. So if you can't do that, then what's the point? You know what I mean?" So, but I know what I was going to, sorry. So I went to her. So I guess she was like, "Well, nobody's answering me. I can't talk to anybody. So I'm just going to go live myself." And whatever. Never heard from her again. I was like, if you want to talk, get a hold of me, you know? But she never did. But I told her, I'm like, I'd like to talk to somebody that was there. You know, and if there's any of you that are local from the area or work in the area and, you know, want to talk, then please get a hold of me. I just don't want anybody to come up that's going to come up with some bullshit story and not get the truth. Oh, no, I did not see her on somebody's panel last night. Nope. So because I haven't heard from her since then. So I thought maybe I don't know where she was, but I guess she was on somebody else's panel last night. Yeah, she probably wanted to come up and talk right then and there, but I wouldn't have done that anyway. I wouldn't have just brought her up here. Yes, thank you. Hit that like button. You know, it helps. It helps us a lot. But you can't tell me that, I mean, there hasn't been some shady stuff going on. Oh, get the Truckee way, you guys. It is the Truckee way. Loving and no passing no blame. I mean, it's just unnatural, okay? Listen, I don't care what anybody says. I don't feel like this woman has an emotional connection to her daughter. I just don't. She looks way too happy. And this one looks way too happy. I don't believe, it's just, crazy to me. Every time, and hey, it could be that, again, what we've talked about this before. We have talked about, could Lindsay be being forced into taking this position? Could she be being forced into silence? Could she be, because she does have another child. So, you know what I'm saying? Could she be threatened? Could she, anything? But the reason that I say no is because she's doing it with a smile on her face while loving these other kids. And it's just very, very unnatural. Just a mother, I feel like a mother could not do that. Any of you moms out there in the chat right now, and say this was your daughter, would you be standing here hugging and loving on these kids? Would you be anywhere near Sammy? Period. Would you be walking around with a smile on your face? Because I couldn't do it. Even if you were forcing me into that position and I was like scared for my life, I still couldn't fake that smile and fake that happiness. I don't know where everybody, Shelly, I don't know where everybody got that from. Like, I don't even know where that came from, her being pregnant. But somebody, I've heard that like thrown around here and there, but I've never actually heard any, anything like firm on that. So I don't know. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And mothers know, right? Us mothers know how we would, how we could not be. I mean, I just feel that way. So I don't think I could be wrong. Oh, see, if that was me, you guys, I would have tore the town up if I found out my daughter never came home. That's why I think what's really important, guys, and what I would like to figure out is, so Lindsay went to Starbucks to wait for her daughter to show up the next day, right? I want to know what she did from 9 until 5 when she reported her missing. Does anybody in the chat, R22 cents, anybody know that? Because I want to know what this lady did. That would tell me a lot. If I could find out what she did from 9 in the morning up until she reported her daughter missing. Because we know she didn't go to Prosser to look for her. We know she wasn't out searching for her. So I want to know what she did. Because, if she was, running errands and, at home making dinner and, living everyday life, then I'd say that's a huge that's a huge tell right there. Because any normal mother would be freaking frantic. Because a lot of people are like, well, you can't report people missing till a certain time. That, okay, even so, there would have been a phone call made to the police that have been like, listen, just letting you know I can't report her missing yet, but she's missing. And then my ass would have been torn all up and down that town. Like, I would have freaking I would have, me and Chad would have been on the prowl. You couldn't have stopped us. Oh, J-Rod on point said, Lindsay is leading the pack. Sammy is her cult daughter and youth leader. That's what I was going to say. Because I bet listen, when at her celebration of life, when I saw that chick walking around wearing that freaking cloak, I was like, what in the hell? And then, I guess she was like a high priestess or whatever. And I go, I wonder if that's what Sammy is training to be. Like, this was her, like, she had to do this. This was her way of moving up within the cult. Some Wiccans are occultist. Not all, but some. I mean, if you're dabbling in the darkness, you're dabbling in the darkness. Yeah, Lassie, I agree. She's definitely in training. And the mom is way too close to her. It's freaking weird. And Jagger's living at the lodge, and it's like, oh my God. Holy cow. It's crazy. You couldn't, this would be like a freaking movie. This would be like a Lifetime movie. Isn't Wicca like witches? Or no, is that Wiccan? My bad. Yeah, I think it's two different things, but you know what I meant. That's what I meant. So I'm sorry if I said it wrong. You think Sammy's dressed like a bride? Oh, when I saw her and she rolled up in this dress, I was like, oh my God. I go, why would she wear such a skanky dress to a celebration of life memorial type deal? But you're right. It's like she, was like born again or went through this change. And that is crazy. Skinwalkers and Truckee. Really? Chad watches that. He watched that Skinwalker Ranch. I never seen it, but they say that shit's crazy. So I don't know if it's the same thing, but okay. Catnip Kitty says they are two different things. So I don't know. Could be. Yeah, I've never seen it. Chad's seen it. Yes, the mom. No, well, it wasn't the mom. It was the lady, that Cassie Hebel, who was leading it, that said that Kiely's death brought balance. I know, that was super weird. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it be crazy just to, like, be a fly on the wall in there? Like, I would like to go there, but obviously this place does not like outsiders because you got to take this frickin' pack to be one of these people. But I would like to go there just to, just to, like, get the vibe of the whole thing. Like, just to, you know what I mean? Yeah, J-Rod, there was a wasn't it a pagan ritual? Sacrificial, yeah, it was a sacrificial ritual on August 6th. I don't know if it was August. I know they said August 6th, but it could be August 7th too. And that's the day that she just went missing from in my opinion, was a made up party. Until you show me evidence of Kiely at a party that night, I will not believe you. Yeah. And that's what I tried to say last night. And that's why I'm getting a lot of shit because, listen, the fact is, we don't know when Kiely went missing. We don't know where she went missing from. Prosser, this whole thing came from Sammy and their plan. This whole Prosser thing could have been a set up thing. Like, okay, you're gonna say that there was a party here. Doesn't mean that's what happened to her. But that's the story that you're gonna push out to the public. So the family and the community and can rake in that money, rake in all that donation money. But I said a while ago, didn't I? You guys know that I was like, honestly, when we are looking into this, people, like, and listen, darkness runs deep, kind of like money, you know, and rituals, and you know, it very well could have been a sacrifice. Yep. Yep. So we were talking about the camera being at 3333. That was the target. 3333. 333.3 degrees. Insane. And then next thing you know, after SF is in our chat last night, he comes out talking about, no, that's not her car. That car does not go in the water. It goes behind the tree line. No shit, because you got all of, you know, a few of us at least out here trying to debunk this video. And then you want to come out after, and be like, yeah, that's not her car. No shit, that's not her car. You're the one who put that out there. Lassie, what do you mean no names? Sugar, what'd you send? Yeah, I know. Look at her, too. Look at the one standing next to Sammy, not Mags, the other chick. I don't even know who that is. Anyway. Okay, sorry. I was looking at the chat. But everything, you know, has been... I think what happened to her was planned to a freaking T. I really do. I believe it was premeditated. Oh, okay. The thing. Okay. Gotcha, Sugar. I mean, could be. You know, unfortunately, though, we don't know. Who told us that Kiely was dating Nate in the first place? Who said that? I believe that I believe that Kiely was set up and not lured to this, to wherever this happened. Like, I believe it was a setup. I believe something really bad happened to her. And I believe that her mother knows exactly what that was. Oh man, I know. I got notes upon notes upon. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, more like why did Sammy leave town right before AWP got there? I don't know. Anyway, back to sorry, I was trying to pay attention to you guys. Yes, Kiely was supposed to turn 17 and she never made it. So, anyway, I think this I've talked some of you who have been with me know about this. But we've talked about this before. So, I want to know if any of you guys have heard anything else about this. So, the keychain. It was set up, this sign was set up at the search party, and they were looking for Kiely's keychain. It's a purple and blue zoomy straw keychain. Now, does anybody know? Our 22 cents. I don't know if you've looked into this, but this was at the search party. Now, tell me if this makes sense to you. The only reason this would be written here is if somebody knew that Kiely's keychain was not on her keys. How did we know? Like, I feel like when searchers got there, they should have read this and been like, well, how do we know her keychain's missing? Whoever had her keys last would be the only person that knew the keychain was missing. Or maybe if, like, let's say, for instance, Sammy went and ripped Kiely's keys out of her hand and the keychain broke, that's the only way you would know that the keychain was missing, right? Because at this point, Kiely's missing. So how the hell do you know that her keychain's not on her keys unless you would seen her keys without her keychain? That doesn't even make any sense. So, you know what else I thought too was like, okay, I don't think it's just that the keychain is missing, right? I think there was some type of evidence, DNA evidence on that keychain. I don't know whether it was blood. I don't know whether it was fingerprints. I don't know what it was. But there was a reason that we were worried about, or they were worried about finding that keychain. And if you find any evidence, report to Sammy, not the cops. Sammy. I think that's the significance of the keychain. I think there's some type of DNA evidence on there. Yeah, and the necklaces that were around her neck. It's like the only, at this time, guys, when they were looking, this should have been a huge red flag. When they were looking for Kiely, and they were like, keep your eye out for necklaces and keep your eye out for a keychain. And it's like, whoa, well, you must know or have some kind of knowledge that something happened to where you think that the necklaces and the keychain are not with her at that time. You know what I mean? So they obviously knew that something had happened to them and they were looking for them. That's what I'm saying. How did they know that the keys were not on her keychain in her car? Yes, that's exactly what he said. Oh, thank you. Have a good one. You guys got to give me 1 second. I got to run and grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, hell, I'll just leave it here. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I had to go get a drink. I was dying over here. All right, so please, you guys, hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Anybody that wants to donate to the channel, there's links in the description below. I told Chad I was going to make more doing something that I loved, like making videos, than I was doing like a freaking 9 to 5 down at the store. You know what I mean? And anybody who wants to join, become a member of the CNY family, there's a link down in the description below. So those of you that are new, you guys, we are doing our first giveaway, okay? We are giving away 2 3-day emergency food preparedness kits, okay? It's awesome. We are not sponsored by this company, but this is something that we do. Like, we try to prepare and get this stuff in case something happens. So we want to share that with you guys. You know, it's an extra peace of mind in case you're ever in a disaster. You can have it in your car. You can keep it in your car. You can keep it at home. You can put it in a bag. You know what I mean? So it's just an extra peace of mind. So we wanted to offer that to you guys. So all you got to do is you got to go back to that live. Namastella, what live was that I mentioned the giveaway? Do you know? Namastella said, and hitting that like button can keep CNY from working at 7-Eleven. Let's go. That's right. Get it up there, please. We appreciate it. But anyway, you have to go to that video, that live I did where I talked about the giveaway, and then all you have to do is like it, be subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment. We will choose the winners. One of the kits will go to a member, and one will go to another random subscriber. So I think that'll be cool.
What?
Okay, sugar, I definitely will check that out. What? Because they're talking to somebody. I try, you guys. I really try to keep it real, and I try to just... Listen, I didn't start my channel with Kiely, but, you know, I started my true crime with Kiely. Like, I followed other cases, but I didn't do that. I didn't do videos about them. But there was just something about this, and I'm so glad, even as crazy as this case is, I'm so glad that I am involved, and I feel like I am trying to fight for this girl. I feel like I am trying to get justice for her. Oh, speaking of the cameras, listen to this. So those cameras, right, that were in the video of her supposedly going into the lake. Somebody left a comment on my video on somebody left a comment on my post, I think it was, and they said that I don't know if this is true, so somebody can check it out. I didn't have time before I came on, but somebody said that Chronicles of Olivia. Now, the only video I've ever seen from her was the Jane Doe 1 and 2s. So I don't know what kind of content she does, but somebody said that she put out a video of that camera that was from 12:30 until 2 in the morning. And on the lower right-hand corner, she said that you can see that the time, it says 6:30, and the time was tampered with. So I don't know if that's true, but one of my subscribers told me that. So, you know, we'll have to check into that. But I've said from the beginning that I didn't trust that video. I didn't trust it the moment I saw it, and I didn't trust it when everyone was trying to push it around as a fact. Namastella, did you see that, though? Was that true about the timestamp and stuff? Like, was it, you could tell that it was altered? I mean, I would like to, you know... Oh, okay. So, okay. Sugar, gotcha. No, she didn't say that in the video. I don't even think she said a word through the whole video. But they said you could see it on the bottom where it says, like, Alder Hill and all that. So, I don't know if it's true. Like I said, somebody had commented that to me, so I just brought it to you guys to tell you. Silly. Oh, hold on. Shelly Hall, yes, I agree. So, I mean, you know, it goes to show you that these people they're not going to let the truth come out. They're going to come out and they're going to say accident. And, you know, it's why they don't want us digging anymore. We're digging too far. We're digging too deep. And they can't have that. They want their secrets kept in the darkness. And we are trying to bring them to light. And they cannot have that. I know, it is. There's a delay. But it really makes sense. Separate the people from the problem. Focus on the interests of those involved, not positions they may take. Invent options for mutual gain. Do you guys see that right there? Number 3, invent. That means make up. Invent options for mutual gain. So, you guys, everybody that told me, yeah, right, invent, that's the word for the day. Everybody that told me that was leaving comments on my video, like, you're a freaking idiot, you can clearly see that car go into the lake. And I kept telling everybody, bullshit, that you cannot see that, you know? And I tried to bring out last night all these different pictures and angles and shit to prove it. Which, you know, I did, in my opinion, but, you know, still a lot of people didn't see it. But for SF to come out today, after he was in the chat last night listening to everything that I was saying, for him to come out and post that tweet talking about, yeah, that 1233 car does not go in the lake. And that's the car that all these other YouTubers were talking about at 1233 going in the lake. I'm just saying. Don't you think that's weird? Don't you guys think that is strange as shit? I would love if there's any locals in my live right now, if any of you work in Truckee or you're hot, you know what if any of you have any connection to Truckee in any way, and please get a hold of me. We can talk, you know, and, you know, hopefully get a little bit of insight here. Yeah, yeah, we know. I am still working on my big project for this. You know, I wanted to do it. I'm trying to get it done on my, you know, downtime, which who really has downtime when you have, you know, all this stuff going on. But I'm still working on that, so I will have that coming out soon, I hope. So you guys will have that coming out, like I told you. I didn't forget. I'm still working on it. I know, but how does that work, you guys, right? So, like, somebody new moves into town, and do you have to do they have to, like, give you this and have you, like, sign a thing before you live there? It's like, holy cow. Namaste, are you talking to me? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I would definitely like your help. That'd be awesome. You know, and me and somebody were talking about this today. You know, people wouldn't have took the cameras down and people wouldn't be monitoring what people are saying in their lives if they weren't onto something. And I truly believe that we are trying to expose the darkness and bring in the light and get justice for this girl who nobody seemed to care about. I mean, she was a truckie. She was a truckie, person. She lived there. Doesn't anything count for her? Apparently not to these guys, because in order to get justice for Kiely, they would have to take down as they said, they would have to take down their future, which is the teens that are involved, and the cops that helped, What the heck? And I think we're looking in, like I said last night, we're looking in, we're finding out they have fake business fronts, we're exposing things that need to be kept in the darkness. Secrets are coming to light, and they don't want that. So they want us to just shut up, go away, not look into anything anymore, and just move on. Listen, I'm going to pull this up just for those of you that are new and have not seen it yet. Oh, where is it? I had it out last night. Hold on, you guys. Where is it?
How did you do this one?
I didn't do it. It's my chat on my thing.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you didn't do that, you could have done that.
Here's the picture, you guys.
Didn't you show that picture already?
Yeah, a bunch of times. But those of you, I mean, we've all seen it a bunch of times, but anybody, you guys may not have if you're new. Whoops. But you can tell this picture is totally photoshopped. It's, like I said, discoloration. Her arm's green. It's super skinny right here. Look how bad that is.
What is that?
And look at her elbow. I mean, none of this is natural. And, they think we're stupid. And there's these Sammy's thick thighs. Like I said, these are not Kiely's legs. And right here, you can tell. See how it's just a straight edge like that? That wouldn't be in a picture. So there's a lot of things about this picture that's all wrong. But my point was that why did they feel like they had to fake this picture? Oh, Shelly Hall, thank you for the $4.99 super sticker. You're awesome. We appreciate it, you guys. We really do. So we have to ask ourselves why they would go through the trouble of faking this picture. Well, we know that the reason is because they want us to believe that she was in this area at a certain time. But why? Why do they want us to think that? Right? Because they needed this whole Prosser plan to come together. You know what I mean? So, because we don't know. None of us know that she was actually at Prosser that night. There's been zero evidence. Hey, it's me. Thank you for the $5 super sticker.
GG.
Yeah. So that, I mean, there's just a lot of things, but I think that they're trying to divert us. I think they are trying to get us on this accident boat and to get us to accept this as an accident. And I think that, you know, they're not going to stop until, I think, like I said last night, okay, you guys, I think all this was done by design. All of it. Not the, you know, I think they planned on getting rid of Kiely. They planned on doing it. It was all premeditated. All the players that are involved, right? And I think, oh, that's cool. And I think, that on the screen. Hold on a second.
Oh. It showed you.
And I think that everything they've put out for a reason. Just like I think November 1st, they're going to come out and they're going to call it an accident or they're going to call it inconclusive, which means either way, nobody gets charged because they can't prove that it's an accident and they can't prove that it's foul play. So it'll be one of those two things, right? But I think that's why the video came out a couple of days ago of them saying it was her driving into the lake. They needed something to push us towards that because so many people were leaning against it. True Crime Gal, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. And I think that's why the girl came out that said that she saw lights go into the lake. You know, it's all part of their plan. I think what was not part of their plan is the other stuff that has happened. Like the car being seen on the 17th of August. Like that other call where her car was seen. I don't think those things were planned. And I don't think they planned on YouTube true crime people looking into this shit so closely. J-Rod, I agree with you 100%. And it's exactly, if you go back to Sammy, she was like, there's 7 of us, so we can keep the information contained. Yeah, exactly. We know what your gig is. Here, girl. So that, you know, that it is what it is. All right, you guys, it's 11. I got to get my babes done and taken care of, and I got to go. Chad made tacos, so I got to go have some dinner. But please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please share this video. We need to get more common sense people out there. Please.
And we need to get more members.
Yes, and we need more members. Come on, you can join the family. It's awesome. There's going to be extra, I mean, we'll definitely start our, you know, extra benefits for the members. And don't forget about the giveaway. So please hit that thumbs up. Please share. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep asking those hard questions. It's the only way we're going to get any answers. And we are on to something, you guys. If they are scared and they are taking stuff down and we are being, you know what I'm saying, then we are on the right track. So I love you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Say goodbye, have a good night.
Goodbye, have a good night. It's a controller.
Oh, I wasn't even on there.